Hey guys, it's Final Calamity here, and I'm back with another episode of, just explanations about all of the different towers. This time, I think we're going to do the Tack Shooter. I think we're just going to go in order. So, the Tack Shooter. It is definitely a very, very interesting tower, to say the least. It shoots out 8 tacks. What am I doing? It shoots out 8 tacks every shot. Okay, I give up. And it's very, very useful to take out groups of low-level balloons. I mean, just as you'll see here, it'll take out most of these balloons. In fact, only a couple snuck through. But that can be remedied by the second and third tier, or third and fourth tier upgrades for each side. Now, just starting off with the first tier upgrades. On the upper part, or on the left, if you're playing on the computer, you'll find faster shooting. Well, that's a little self-explanatory. It shoots a little faster than the base speed. And the base speed is pretty slow. I mean, it doesn't shoot very fast at all. But with that faster shooting, it starts shooting a little faster, obviously. And it has decent popping power. Each tack has a popping power of 1. And with each increase in speed, obviously it just shoots more and more tacks. On the right or the bottom, you'll find extra range tacks. Another pretty self-explanatory thing. It increases the range of your tack shooter. Your tack shooter will now shoot further in every direction. This can be useful if, for example, I don't know, let's say you place your tack shooter, I don't know, right here, I guess. You see how it won't reach anywhere over on the right? Well, with the extra range, you can have it start shooting over there, and even further range. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory on how it is useful. Super range tacks, faster shooting, even faster shooting. You know, all of that stuff is just kind of like, you should know what it does just by the name. Now let's get into Tack Sprayer. Tack Sprayer doubles the amount of tacks that are shot out every time. So instead of shooting out 8 tacks, it shoots out 16 tacks every volley. This essentially doubles the popping power, makes it very, very, very powerful. It can even take out groups of blues once you have this upgrade with ease. Greens it has a little trouble with, but it can still do it. Yellows, it I mean, it didn't do too bad. Left a blue and a few reds, but pinks, the pinks just aren't in the range for enough time for it to do too much. And then obviously blacks and whites. I mean, you're not going to do too much to those with just a tack shooter. Tack shooters at base cannot kill leads, cannot destroy leads. Leads are immune to them. And they don't do extra damage to MOAB class balloons. So, I mean, they're pretty okay for, like, you want to put them in their strengths, like a spot that they're strong at. For example, where I have it, you might put one, Let's see, you might put one right here. You might put one right here. And I mean, if you really wanted to, you could probably put one in close areas like these. You know, I mean, that wouldn't be too bad. But with that, just remember that, you know, you're still getting less use out of it than you would normally. See, with this, it looks like 7 of the 8 tacks are shooting into something. Same with this one. Well, I would say 6 out of 8. Yeah. But I mean, it's definitely a very good tower. Now, that's the 3rd tier upgrade on the top or the left, I believe. But the 4th tier upgrade is called Ring of Fire. And all of a sudden, your Tack Shooter will hit everything around it. Everything around it gets hit. It's not just 16, it's not just 8 tacks, it's everything gets hit. It'll take out reds with ease. Blues are really easy. You see that? Greens, it'll take out. Yellows, it'll take out. Pinks, it'll take them out, but they get really close to getting through. Blacks and whites, it'll take them out. They get even closer. This version of the tower can pop leads, and it will completely destroy leads if you put it in the right place. Zebras and rainbows, it has a tougher time against rainbows than zebras. But you can, you know, if you have 2 of those, then you're golden. Against ceramic balloons, it doesn't do too much. Not very many towers by themselves do too much to the ceramics anyways. Oh, hey, that's a nice little bonus. Anyways, and it won't do too much to mob class balloons either. I mean, it doesn't shoot fast enough, so it's not like it's going to be super useful late game. Unless you take the other path. Because that path can be useful, I'll admit it. It can be very useful if you're, you know, just starting the game. This is a good tower to get first. If you don't want to use the Dart Monkey. Because it's still relatively inexpensive. And it can hit more than the Dart Monkey most of the time. But what's really good about it is, yeah, the Ring of Fire is useful in early and mid game, but late game when all these mob class comes out, well, 3rd tier on the bottom or the right is Blade Shooter. Blade Shooter just turns your tacks into blades. I think it increases all of their popping power by 2 or 3. So each blade can pop 2 or 3 balloons with before disappearing. That's not bad. It's really not. It's definitely a pretty decent upgrade to it. But what's really good is the Blade Maelstrom. Blade Maelstrom. What that does is it gives you a special ability. And, well, I'll demonstrate. Let's send out a lot of ceramics. Now watch this. It can basically cut through ceramics. It'll cut through leads. Well, I don't know about leads, actually. I don't think it might not do leads, but it'll cut through ceramics. It'll cut through rainbows and zebras and reds, blues, greens, etc. And it even does decent against MOAB class balloons. Watch this. You get it at the right time, it can almost completely destroy a MOAB. And that's not even considering the fact that by the time MOABs come out, you'll have a lot of better defenses. So let's see if it'll destroy it completely with the cooldown. Nope. And I don't think we'll get to use it again before it goes through. It'll be shot at, but nope. Okay, it almost gets completely destroyed, but it's very good against MOAB class balloons. I definitely would suggest using it. And then in Balloons Tower Defense battles, there's actually a lot more of a use for it, because that cooldown can save you from so many balloons. The closer to the middle of the screen you put it, the better off you'll be. Unless you have a specific group of balloons that you want to take care of, then you put it closest to that and then use it. Group of rainbows, it'll destroy them completely. I mean, it's really a good ability. Overall, I'd say the Tack Shooter gets a total of 7 out of 10 score from me. Because it's really good early game, it's really good mid game. Late game, it kind of falls off, even with Blade Maelstrom, but it's still decent. It's not unusable. The price is, the price is pretty good for how much popping power it provides early. And then Blade Maelstrom provides basically almost infinite popping power. I actually don't know how many times each blade penetrates, but it doesn't matter because it destroys balloons a lot better than just the Tack Shooter would. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm going to leave you with a little fun thing that I have. Give me 1 second. All right. Let's send out a bunch of BFBs. As you can see, there's a bunch of BFBs. I'm gonna see how much penetration it actually has. Okay, so they penetrate completely through the BFBs. Mostly. And they actually deal damage to the BFBs too. They're not completely terrible. Let's see if we can beat these BFBs. Or at least turn them into MOABs. Probably not. They're pretty damaged. That front one or two are really damaged, actually. Can we make them have just BFB status? Come on. Probably not. We get like 2 or 3 more volleys, but I doubt it. Let's, oh, Oh, another thing before I end. Ooh, there's the mobs. That's awesome. Anyways, before I end, I just wanted to say that definitely thank you for subscribing and liking if you do. And if you don't, thank you for watching my video. There's so many more quality videos that you could find that's not mine. So, thank you for watching my videos. I'm going to try and improve every single day. I mean, it's hard for me because I don't usually do this type of thing. This is brand new to me, and I just thought it'd be relatively fun. But anyways, this is Final Calamity signing off, and I will see you later.